So the first thing to do is access Office 365 by opening up the internet and going to office.com and then logging in if it prompts you to log on with your school email and school password. At this point, you'll get this dashboard here with all of the Office 365 applications, and you need to click on OneDrive just here, which is your personal cloud storage area. If you use OneDrive already, you'll have all of your different files and folders here, but more than likely, if this is the first time you're using it, this will be empty for you. So the first thing we need to do before we create the coursework document is to create a new folder. So we'll go to new just here and then folder and then give it an appropriate name. So it might be Unit 1 Health Study, and then we click create. And then I'll have to scroll down because I've got lots of folders in here, but if you haven't, it'll appear at the top for you. And then you go in there and you've got your folder created for you. Then you might want to create subfolders to keep your work really organised. So if you've got subunits or learning aims or something like that as part of your course, then you'll go to new again and then folder and then write learning aim A, let's say. And then we'll create another folder for learning aim B. Okay. And then if we're ready to create or start Learning Aim A coursework, then we click into that folder and then go to New, and then go to whatever you're doing it on, so whether you're doing it on PowerPoint or Word. So we'll do Word for this demonstration. We'll click on Word, and then it'll shortly bring up a blank Word document for you. There we go. So at this point, you're probably going to want to change the name of the document to an appropriate name. So you might call it Harry Smith Unit 1 Coursework, or whatever the appropriate name is, and then click off that and it'll name it for you. Now you can see that this version of Office 365 Word looks very similar to the Word that I'm sure you're all familiar with already. If we click this arrow just here in the top right corner, and that'll bring up the full set of options so it looks almost exactly the same as the Word that you're used to using. So it works in exactly the same way in terms of typing and changing the fonts and inserting images and things like that and adding in bullet points, all of that kind of thing. So that's what you're familiar with already, that's fine. What you might want to do at this point, or when your teacher asks for it, you might want to go to Share up here, and then type in your teacher's name just here so you can share it with them, so they've got access to this document so they can go and look at it for you. It might be a good idea to change the settings here to specific people, so only your teacher can edit it, not anyone else. And then at this point, you type in the email just here and then click send, and then that'll send an email to your teacher with it on and they can access that whenever they need to. The really good thing about Office 365 Word, the version that we're using at the moment, you don't need to keep saving your work. So you don't need to worry about constantly going to File and Save or clicking Control S to make sure the work saves, because it will do it automatically. After you type every word, it will save it on the cloud for you. So let's say you've done your lesson, you've typed up your coursework as much as you need to do, you can just close it straight away and again. If you're at a point where you're doing some work outside of the lesson, perhaps at home if you're allowed to on your course, or in an after school session or the library or something like that, all you need to do is, same as before, on any computer or any device, mobile phone or tablet, go to office.com, log in with your school email and school password, click on OneDrive just here, wait for your OneDrive to load up, and then click on wherever your coursework is. Here's mine, Unit 1 Health Study. And then go to wherever you saved your work, click on it, and then it'll open just like that, and you can continue editing it at home, for instance, and then close it, and it'll all be there for you the next time you come to school.